The United Nations General Assembly has passed 2 resolutions by majority vote focusing on the Gaza crisis and Palestinian refugees. The first resolution, supporting the mandate of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees in the Near East, was approved by 159 countries, with 9 opposing and 11 abstaining. The second resolution, calling for a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, received 158 votes in favor, 9 objections and 13 abstentions. "35 civilians have been killed in Israeli airstrikes that targeted various areas in the Gaza Strip. Local sources reported that Israeli forces' bombings in Gaza killed 7 civilians, including women and children, near the Abd al intersection on the El Garela Street, in addition to the death of 15 Palestinians in a house near a Nosrayot camp and 13 civilians aiding others in the Palestinian city of Rafah, with additional injuries. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan has met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem, discussing a potential Gaza ceasefire and limited detainees' releases. A Western diplomat reported a tentative deal with Hamas involving a brief truce and freeing a few detainees. Hamas official Bassem Naim urged U.S. pressure on Israel to accept a U.S.-UN proposal from July. A U.S. official clarified the trip's aim is progress, not finalization. A truce could include releasing Palestinian detainees. Israeli forces have detained at least 40 Palestinians across the West Bank. The Palestinian Authority's Prisoners and Ex-Prisoners Affairs Commission and the Palestinian Prisoners Society reported that most arrests took place in the El Khalili Governorate, with others in Jerusalem, Qalaqliya, Ramallah and Salfit. American media, citing 2 Israeli officials, has reported that Israel proposed an updated agreement to Hamas involving a partial release of detainees and a ceasefire. The proposal, similar to August negotiations, focuses on implementing an initial phase. Hamas reportedly showed increased flexibility. Meanwhile, the UN General Assembly passed resolutions supporting UNRWA's mandate and a Gaza ceasefire, backed by most nations. Palestine expressed gratitude, emphasizing UNRWA's critical role in supporting refugees and regional stability. Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has called for the establishment of permanent checkpoints on roads in the West Bank. Ben-Gvir added that the right of Israeli citizens to live takes precedence, and also over the freedom of movement of Palestinians.